Hello, how you doing, everyone? My name again is Abiodun, and this is Eating Pains. This is Eating Pains. I brought another story. Another brother sent me a story. there's uh, there's a lot of abuse out there, and I want you to listen to this story till the end because it's a very pathetic story. Very pathetic story, and the summary of the story or the lessons I would say I learnt or I deduced from the story is to make sure you do not marry someone based on pity. Don't marry on based on pity. Do not whatever relationship that is meant to be a fling or a short term relationship. Not every relationship should lead to a long term relationship or lead to marriage. This story, it's it's deep. You, you know, the brother's story was like this. Please, you need to watch it till the end. Listen till the end. Um, in the interim, you can like, you can subscribe, and you can please share this story. It's a story that is meant to teach, especially us men, that if we need to have a relationship that is meant to be a rebound, just let it be a rebound. And if you don't need to go into a relationship during the time that you're hurting, please go and heal before you jump into another one. Let me go to the story. This brother, he was working in the bank. One of the, I think it was one of the major banks in Nigeria. Yeah, he was working in one of the major banks in Nigeria. Then he said um, he was posted to the river, riverine Niger Delta. Yes, the Niger Delta part of Nigeria to go and work there. Right there and then, he was walking. Young guy. He was having fun. He he dated quite a lot of ladies there. He was young. He was not married, so he was having a good time of his life. So in the course of having his good time and working at the same time, because he was a really big boy. He was posted around the country. I think it was auditing or something. Now he met a lady that he fell in love with. Fell in love with this lady, and you know he told me that he was insecure in the relationship. The lady, so this is the reason why he was insecure in the lady, in the relationship. The lady, he said the lady was working as a contractor for for a particular state in the Niger Delta, House of Assembly members. So this lady was working as a contractor for the House of Assembly members, that is the politicians for that state. She was a contractor for them in terms of building their houses, in terms of property building and all that. So the lady is young, well busted, well rounded, this figure eight lady. So this guy was, dating this lady. He was insecure because the lady was was richer than him. Apparently, she's doing her business. So the lady was working with Bashir. So the brother believed that she's using her body to get all these contracts and make her money, make her money. But the lady kept reassuring him that no, there is nothing like that. She's not doing anything of such. Yes, there will be pressure, or there were pressure. These politicians will not let her be, but she was not giving in. She was not caving in. So the relationship was going well, quite smooth, and all that. Boom. This brother now took her home to introduce to his parents. Took the lady to his home parents down southwest, western Nigeria, to introduce them to his parents so that they can, because he was thinking he's, of course, of age. I think it was in his 30s, early 30s. So he wants to settle down, get married to this lady. Apparently, I think it was because of his insecurity that he was, hurrying to get into getting married. He told me specifically that he's so insecure that he would play with he will always find a way to find his access into the lady's phone. He would always look for a way to check our messages, the calls received, the dialed calls, missed calls. He was just snuffing into the lady's phone. Meanwhile, he told me that the lady knows that he's doing that, but the lady pretended like, but the lady kept, reassuring him and saying, "There's no wahala, don't worry. Look, I love you. I'm not seeing anyone. Those honorables cannot take me away from you." This guy no grill took her home, introduced her to the parents. On introducing her to the parents, they were glad. The parents were happy and all that, and they were looking forward to the plans to get married and all that, when the ceremony will kick off officially. They traveled back to their base after the weekend with the parents and all that. So they now traveled back to the Niger Delta where their base is. He was working in one of the banks there, one of the major banks, while the lady was continuing with her contract. 1 week after they went to this guy's parents for the introduction, the insecurity, caved in again for this. So, when this lady got to a point where she got tired of the insecurity, that means there's no trust. So why are you with me if you don't trust me? I have assured you so much. I have followed you to your parents. I have done everything. You still will not believe me. The funny thing was that this brother was living, so he had a guest house that was meant for the bank. He had a guest house that was meant for the bank, and he was staying in that guest house. He doesn't have a place of his own. He was staying in the guest house. But because he was in a relationship with a lady who is a young lady who is living by herself, single lady, smart lady, he, don't let me say moved in, but was spending more than 90% of his time after work at our place. So he was practically living with her. They were living together. He was going to work from our place. Apparently, I think they live quite few distance from each other in terms of the guest house and where the lady lives. So he will sleep in the lady's house and go to the guest house to get dressed for work very early in the morning. So he said after 1 week when they came back from this trip, this brother with the same insecurity stuff started misbehaving and started all sorts of insecurity habits and checking phone and you know asking stupid question. When you check the phone, there are some things you will see you wouldn't know, but he was now using style to ask the lady, so what did you do today? How much was the lady now knew that this guy had snooped into her phone again. She got pissed off. So she just told the guy, this is the end of the road. I'm done with all this insecurity. Please leave my life, leave my house, go find your footing, go find your life. This brother, this brother thought it was a joke. He thought it was like the sledgehammer just landed on his head. He couldn't believe it. But it was the truth. The lady sent him away, told him that she's no more interested in the relationship. He went away, he was sad. He said he was so sad. He was so insecure. He was very insecure, very, very insecure. His insecurity made him lose that lady. Apparently, he was hurting. He said he was just going to go. He took a vacation to, get out of the country, go and heal himself, go for vacation and go to. He said he just bought a ticket to go for holidays in London. He wanted to go to the UK, to go and have a good time, just to, get off that heartbreak. And he doesn't even know how to tell his parents that the relationship is gone. Then one of his very special customer now called him and told him to go to a particular bank. While he was about to being on the way to the airport, this client, who is like a high government dignitary, called him to go to a particular bank to go and meet the honorable's wife, to give the honorable's wife, I think about 10 million naira. That's what he told me. That give my wife 10 million naira. She is in so bank. So this brother now ran to be with the honorable's wife. So, but on getting to the honorable's wife's, where the honorable's wife is, that's another different bank. The moment he entered, the first persons that he said he saw were ladies, customer care ladies. He said he saw these three pretty ladies. He was like, man, what? So when he finished his transaction with the honorable's wife, he did not leave immediately. He now went to be with one of the customer service girls, which was one of the pretty girls that was there. In fact, he told me that lady was the prettiest in town because people know her and mention that, do you know that girl in that bank, that she's the prettiest in this town? So they know that lady as a pretty. So this brother now met this lady and asked for her number, collected, boy meets girl and, started initiating contacts and how they're going to meet and how they're going to have a good time and all that. The lady too was, in quote, single. She just left a relationship and she was hurting. So the brother told me that when they got together, the lady was saying that her former boyfriend, which is a medical doctor, just left her and she just freshly came out of a relationship and she's single. This brother too just left a relationship and he's single. So two single heart, boom. But the mistake was the two of them were hurting. They have not healed. They just left the relationship. So this meeting should have just been a fling, like a rebound. 3 months, the brother said the brother dated the lady And then he said he started parading he canceled his trip overseas. He started parading the lady, making sure that he was carrying the lady to the very hot spots in town where people can see that he is the one dating the lady now. So that news will go to be with his former girlfriend, who is not as pretty as this new lady. This new lady is so, clean out, yellow lady, but the other lady is chocolate brown. So, this new lady is very flashy, cute babe. So the brother said, a couple of months later, took the lady to the registry and married her legally without knowing the lady properly, without knowing whether she can, she knows how to cook, whether she knows how to do anything. This brother did not care. Just married the lady. So, as time went on, the lady's family are not in Nigeria, they are overseas. So apparently it was only the lady in Nigeria. So they couldn't really do much of the regular church wedding and the like. So a couple of months later, this brother took this lady home that he wants to get married to her. The father of this guy was like, you're going to marry somebody from the south of Nigeria. The other lady that you brought to the house that is our tribe. What happened? This brother was like, well, the relationship is over. There's nothing they can do. The father now said, are you sure? Are you sure what they're doing? Are you sure that by the time you leave now, you will not bring another person? This brother told the father that, Dad, I have already married her. We have already done legal marriage. So there's nowhere anybody is going to this time. Meanwhile, what the brother did was to lock the lady down because she's pretty. He doesn't really know her. They didn't date so much. They just had, all these boy meet girls, started having sex, start doing all the regular going out and all that. Meanwhile, both of them are using their relationship to pepper their ex. Because that town is a very small town. So whatever is going on, every other person knows. So they were using that relationship to prepare their ex. They became a talk of town that these are the latest couple, the way bankers do in Nigeria. So the latest couple in town are so. To fast forward, they did their wedding. About 3 months later, they did their wedding. It was traditional. And they did their wedding in her uncle's house. He said they did their wedding in the lady's uncle's house. Because the father of the lady is dead. The mother of the lady is in America, or lives in America. So the lady got pregnant. 1 year later, she had the baby and all that. As time will have it, like I said, this brother said he's an auditor. He's been transferred everywhere. So this time around, he was transferred away from his family. Don't get it twisted that he already had a family. So he now was transferred to Abuja. Meanwhile, the lady, as at the time she was going to give birth, she opted to leave the southern states of Nigeria back to Lagos, where there are more opportunities. Meanwhile, in Lagos, her mother's house is there. Her parents' house is there in Lagos. So instead of paying rent over there, and they are not in Nigeria, the parents of the lady are not in Nigeria. So instead of paying rent where she is in the south, she decided to move to her parents' house, give birth there, and she transferred from her place of work to Lagos and started staying in her mother's house. Meanwhile, the husband had been transferred to Abuja. So, as God will have it, This lady will go to Abuja, visit the husband. Well, the brother said, Abuja girls now, was having a good time. It was having side chick. Let me put it like that. He was having side chick. He told me that after the wife had their baby, to have sex with the wife became a problem. It was, I think, postpartum depression or something that came over her. She then diverted all the love she had for the baby. She so much loved the baby to the extent that she stayed off work for an extra 6 months to 1 year so that she can give the child an exclusive breastfeeding, so that she stayed off work without pay. Of course, the husband was okay now. The husband could take care of everything. Moreover, she's living in a free house. So, but in the interim, she couldn't fly to Abuja to be seeing the husband. So the husband was the only one always coming. So because he was also very busy over there, he now makes it, every 2 weeks to visit home in Lagos where the family is. So when the child became weaned, when she returned to work, she will now start visiting. If the husband comes these 2 weeks, she will come the next 2 weeks, like that, alternating it so that at least she can know where the husband is. So I think at a point, she caught the husband, he said the husband, that the lady caught the husband, cheating. Then it became a fight. Then because, she wasn't really demanding for sex because of she doesn't really, this thing in Nigeria that we call circumcision. I think she was circumcised, like the brother told me. So the lady now, because she caught the husband, she became vengeful. So to cut the long story short, there was a major event in this brother's bank that they now had to close all the head office, all units of head office that are not in Lagos, not branches, but the units. Let's say head office comprised of treasury, audit, wealth management, all those units. But they now have branches in the north, the south, so all those branches of head office, they shut them down. That there should not be any of the head office branches outside of Lagos. So all the staffs that were in those head office were shut down. So this brother lost his job. He lost his job. He told me, just like there was a story I told, like that was kind of similar to this. He told me that to fast forward it, along the line, this brother's father died when he was without a job. The father of this brother died. It's good to have some side chicks are good. Let me put it that way. Some side chicks. I'm not suggesting that a man should cheat or women should cheat. But there are some people that comes into your life. They'll make a difference. They will change your life for the better. You will just find out that they will bring value to your life. See, this side chick went to the UK. Apparently, the side chick was a daughter to a politician. So she went for vacation. By the time she got back, the boyfriend, who is this man that I'm saying his story, had been fired from work. So the lady got back looking for him. Unknown to her, the brother had gone. Brother was fired. So she called him and they reconnected and was like, what happened to you? Why were you fired? You know, he explained to her that, well, this is what happened in the office and all that. And she was like, and you have not gotten a job, because the lady was away for a while. This brother had not gotten a job for over 6 months to 1 year. So the lady now gave, in Nigeria, we're very spiritual. Nigeria is a very spiritual country. So the lady now, politicians in Nigeria they have people that we call their spiritual fathers, their spiritual gods, their spiritual leaders. So the lady now gave this brother one of her father's spiritual father, one of her father's spiritual leader, someone who is like a prophet that helps her father to succeed in his political career, like someone that God uses to help the father navigate the terrible waters of the political space in Nigeria. So this brother now called the man of God. Actually, the man is a good man of God. This brother said he called the man of God. The man of God told him that, where is he? As at that time, the brother had gone to bury his father. The father died. So he went to their hometown to bury the father. So he was in their hometown when he called the man. And then he was going to be driving back to Lagos, where his family is. The man now said, where do you stay? He said he stays in Lagos with his family. The man said, then where is your wife? The wife said, my wife is in Lagos. That's where I'm going to be. I'm going to be with them. The pastor said, but you two, you like women, oh, that it is your sin that is making you suffer. But it shouldn't be this bad that your wife will go and do it so that you will lose your job. So that if you lose your job, you will not be chasing women or side chick. The pastor said, I don't want to reveal so much, but bring your wife. The pastor told the man that, I don't want to tell you so much, but I want to say it in the presence of your wife. Bring your wife to the church. I want to see the two of you. Because for me, God does not tell me to scatter homes, but we can amend whatever must have happened between, the two of you. But your travail is your wife that is there. Whatever you are going through is your wife that is doing you. That is your wife that is behind it. You need to listen to this story. When I heard the story, I was like, man, there are things happening in this life. So this brother was like, no, it's not possible. He said, okay, no problem. But it is your wife that is behind your travail. But I am telling you, go and bring her. But you know what will happen? When you go to tell her that, let's go to, pastor said we should come, she will not come. The pastor said, I have already seen what will happen. She will not come to us. Because she knows what she has done. The pastor told this brother that I am not asking for money from you, but I am telling you that your wife will not come. when I when I the brother sent me the voice note because I listened to it like I'm listening to audiobooks. I was like, what is this? The brother, he said the way he drove to Lagos, he was shaking. That over 1.5 years he doesn't have a job. And one man is telling him that is his wife. The brother now called his side chick in Abuja. The side chick now told this brother that I have told you that that's my father's prophet. Whatever he tells you, believe it. My father doesn't joke with him. And that he will not even collect money from you. The prophet is a young man. He will not collect money from you. He will just tell you what God has told him. And that you should do. The brother told me that the prophet told him his problem, but the solution is not ready to carry out the solution. That she's not ready to deliver to let the brother loose from that bondage of not having a job. But the sidekick told him, go and do exactly what the pastor said. So the pastor said, go home, tell her if she doesn't come with you, you come. You come and see me. Leave your wife, because I know she will not come. No matter how you deceive her that you should come, she will not follow you. This brother got home, told the wife this everything. I said, she's not going anywhere. Which your pastor are you taking me to? No, not going anywhere. The brother went to see the pastor and said, she did that because she went somewhere where they told her that you will not marry one wife. That the destiny that you brought, you're not going to be a one-man wife. You're not a one-wife man. You're not going to marry just one woman. You're going to marry more than a woman. So she doesn't want that destiny to be fulfilled. She is thinking that you will marry you will marry a second wife. That you will marry a second wife. The brother said he doesn't even have that kind of wife. That his parents are, Christians. That why would he go and be marrying a second wife? For what? For what? He didn't see his parents do it. Why would he be the one to start it? Doesn't have that intention at all. Doesn't even have anybody that he has ever told that he's going to, marry the person. The pastor now told this brother that if you don't leave the current place where you are sleeping, as in if that you should go and rent another house. You should go and rent another house and move from where they are that you should not leave the wife. That don't divorce her. Leave the house where they are living now, because she has done something in that house. That as long as he sleeps in the house, sleep in the same bed with the wife, make love to her, eat her food, he will not move forward. That he will not move forward. If he doesn't do that, get another house, then move her and their child to. This brother did not listen. So something happened one day. This brother told me that, he was working in the bank. The lady too was also in the bank, and she's still, as at that time, she was still in the bank. She has a clique of friends who they went to the premier, one of the best university in Nigeria, in the Southwest. We call it Premier University. Whoever knows Premier University, that's the university. I won't mention the name of the university, but it's called Premier University. So she went to Premier University. So she had a clique of friends that also went with her to Premier University. I'm talking of Premier University that you go in the 90s. It's one of the best. If you enter that university, people coming from the US to come and study in that university as exchange students. So it's the number one university in Nigeria. She went to because the father is a professor in that university. Father, very quite doing okay family. So she said she wasn't gonna move, and the brother now said when he got back, he tried to, um, the friends of the wife, they came and said, we can get your husband a job now. Maybe he has good degree, he has masters, he has experience. Access Bank is recruiting. They are recruiting a lot of business development people and all that. Bring his CV. The wife said, my husband doesn't need a job. Told her friends that my husband doesn't need the job. He's fine. My husband is fine. He's doing. He will find something to do very soon. The wife will not give them a job. To break the camel's back, this brother, he stays at home while the wife goes to work. So what he's doing in the house is to work on the laptop, looking for jobs. And these days, this period, he told me that this period was a time of what we call Yahoo Messenger. So he will, when the wife comes back home, he's the one he became the nanny for their son, which is not a bad idea. But once the wife comes back from work, he will now go out and maybe hang out in the beer parlor or something because he was really depressed. He didn't have a job, so he was really depressed. So in the process of going out, he left his laptop on, maybe the wife has access to the laptop or something. So the wife now used, in those days, the Yahoo Messenger was the chatting medium that time. So the wife, and the days of BlackBerry. So the wife now used his Yahoo Messenger to chat the sister overseas. Like I said, she's the only one in Nigeria. So she now chatted one of the sisters and said, let's say the brother's name is Shola. Shola is at home. I don't want him to have a job, sir. I want to be better than him in everything. I can't get him a job. The sister was saying, you are using his Yahoo Messenger. Won't he see it? Make sure all our chat, you delete it before he comes back on this and get to use the computer. She said, no worry, I'll delete it. Blah, blah, blah. They were chatting and discussing the husband. And she was happy. She was happy with the way the husband is not having a job. And that she wants to be better than the husband. This man told me that during one of the presidents, the sister is from, like I said, the brother went to work in South. That's where he saw the sister. The sister is a lady from South. So during this time was when one of their kingsmen was the president of Nigeria. That was President Goodluck Jonathan. This brother's wife has an uncle who is the president's friend. So this is where I'm going. The sister has an uncle who is the president's friend. So getting her husband a job will have just been like this. But the sister said no. So it was in the chat that the brother came back from where he went to drink, got back to his computer to start using and applying to job. The sister, the wife forgot to delete the message she had with the sister abroad. So it was in that chat that she told the sister that she's even telling the uncle who is related to the president to get her a job in one of the prestigious ministries in Nigeria. So she will be, her aim is to be a permanent secretary or a director general in one of these, government bodies. The sister was now asking her, Shebi, you have a bank job. It's your husband that you should get a job now. She said, no, I want to be better than him. No, I want to be that. It's okay. He's not hungry now. Is he hungry? He's not hungry. All he does now is just go to church, come back home. He will take me to work and come back. That's all. So, no, it's better. She doesn't want the man to have a job. She hates the man to the extent that she prefers to be feeding the man and render the man useless. Because the more time the man doesn't have a job, the more time he stays out of workforce, the worse his situation will get. Because how will he account for those gaps of unemployment? Except he goes to school. So, one day, the pastor of that his side chick now called him and said, you have not left that house. I told you to go and get a place. You have not left the house, Abi. Since my Oga's daughter gave you my number, did I ask you for 1 naira? Did I ask you for 1 kobo? Did I ask you for $1? Did I ask anything of you? You that you don't even have a job. What do I need? Instead, I will even give you. Did I ask you for anything? I have told you what God told me. You are there. He told the brother that except it is not God that calls him, that if he ever makes it in life, that she should come and call him a bastard. As long as that brother sleeps without his wife, sleep on the same bed, in that same roof, under that same roof, that the only way that they can be okay, the only way that they can be okay is for this brother to move out of that place with his family. He did not say that he should move alone. That they should move out of that place and go and get another place. Because whatever she did it in that house. So, this brother now did what? He had to listen because of his life. He now got some money, got a place, and moved out. The wife did not follow him. The moment this brother left, God opened his door. His way just opened. And all the years that the locusts have eaten away, God restored everything back to him. God restored everything back to him. He now told me one thing that is very funny. He said as he was moving out, that his mother-in-law called him and asked him that how was he able to leave his wife? Where did he get money from? Somebody that doesn't have a job. How were you able to get money to be able to rent a place? This brother just told me that. He just told her that you people are not my God. I have a God that I serve. And the God that I served provided the money. This brother said he didn't use 1 month. He got 3 jobs. 3 jobs. After he got the wife now wants to come back. Told them that, I'm sorry, it's too late. You cannot come back. That's how this brother got delivered. Unfortunately, he said by the time he wants to go back to go to Abuja to be with his side chick, the side chick had already, started planning to be wedded. If not, he would have married the side chick because the side chick delivered him. This is the short story of this brother. We have to be very careful when we want to settle down and marry. There are some women, they are very much unforgiving. They will not forgive you. There's nothing you will do. They will never forgive you. They carry evil spirits. You don't want to be with that kind of woman. Very unforgiving spirits. And then when you are out of a relationship, take time to heal. Relationship, marriage is not competition. Why are you trying to be with a woman so that you can pepper your ex or show your ex that you can get something better? Yes, you can get something better, but heal first. These 2 persons don't love themselves. They were both hurting and they just jumped into a relationship. Under a few months, they've married themselves. That's not how marriage works. This is how this brother escaped the destruction of his career based on that he married a woman who is very unforgiving because she caught him having side chicks in Abuja. This is my story. Please, let us be mindful of who we invite into our lives. Let us be mindful of the fact that the heart of man is desperately wicked, says the holy books. And no one can know it. Even God himself said he was sad after he had created man, that he became sad. This is the story. This is the story of the brother. Please, learn these lessons. Be careful who you marry. Take time to heal. Take time to date as well. Take time to date. Take time to learn who the person is. You can never tell. Take time to learn who the person is. I pray that our children will not make the mistakes that some of us that are adults have made. And those of us that have made the mistake and are in the situation, God will deliver us. In Jesus' name. Please like, share. You can send your stories to us. Like I used to say, the description of where to send your story is, the email and the phone number to send your story is in the description of this video. We'll be more than glad to share this video so that other people can learn. Things are happening, These stories are real. They are not stories that I sit down somewhere and formulate. That is why I don't care as in so much to prepare so much for, because my aim is just to pass it out there that these things are happening. Men are abused. Men are suffering in their marriages. And it's high time they speak out. There are good women. Trust me, there are very excellently good women. But there are still the opposite ones too. Mean, terrible, wicked, unforgiving. My friend, I have a friend who will keep telling me, Piodo, don't be with an ungrateful woman. Oh. Don't be with an ungrateful woman. Oh. There are some women very ungrateful, competitive. They will turn you to doormat. As long as you are their husband, you must not succeed. You must stay as a doormat so that another woman will not even look at you. This brother told me that when the brother is grooming, maybe he's shaving, trying to look clean and look fine and cleaning his teeth and all that, the wife will be saying, what are you doing? Who is looking at you? Who is looking at you that you are looking fine, that you are looking, who are you shaving for? The wife will be telling him that there's no need, he shouldn't shave, that he's looking fine, better like that. All because she doesn't want somebody else to that's toxic love. What kind of love is that? I don't want to say too much. It's a summary of what it was lengthy, but I just summarized it because I don't want the video to be too long. Please learn the lessons and share your stories. We'll be more than glad to hear it. Thank you and stay safe out there. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I believe this 2025 will be very, very prosperous a year. Thank you, everyone, and bye.